Alright, hello YouTubers and preppers. So I am starting to feel better. So I made a comment on Gray Man Prepping's 7 essential things for I guess bugging out or whatever. And made a comment about the importance of a 3 or 4 inch expensive felt hat. Expensive because it'll have a higher wool content in it. So on my head is a $600 El Patron 30X Stetson, and if you ever touch one, you'll notice that it's a lot more pliable. So one of the things I didn't talk about, and this is a stock band right here, makes it easy to put a hook into to store hooks in a survival situation. But one of the things I didn't talk about is this is a black hat, obviously. This is what's called a silver belly. The silver belly is cooler in the summer because it's lighter in color. But the other thing is, if you're moving around in the dark, it will show up. People will be able to see you. So one of the things about cowboy hats is you have felt, which is considerably normally worn after Labor Day and before Easter, and then you have a straw hat, which you normally wear after Easter and before Labor Day. So mainly because these breathe more, they normally have cooling holes. I don't know if you can see that, so you get a little air, and normally felt Stetsons don't have that. So this is an example of hooks in the band, and it makes it safe to keep them there because they typically won't go through the hat and get your head. So and you have to hook them a certain way, but that's the thing. So there is a plethora of things going on in the world, a lot more in the last fucking week than there was a week ago. So it seems like every week something shitty's happening. So the threat of World War III, shitful brains we have for president right now, Democratic Party. I've asked a few of my friends who I consider to be pretty smart, and they're all retired chief warrant officers like me, and I was like, what's the end goal? I mean, they're not doing all this shit for just shits and giggles, and I haven't been able to pin anybody down on their opinion. So this vaccine mandate can get out of hand real fast. There is already a trucker shortage. So there's some comments on some of the prepper channels actually in the chat with Gray Man Prepping. Can you imagine how bad it would be if 50% of the truckers walked off the fucking job and said, fuck you? So, as they say, stack it to the rafters. My wife put something on the list, I buy 2. And it's all just postponing for us for when it'll get bad, or as bad as it will be for other people right off the bat. I'm actually probably going to take the time here when I go hunting next time to stop and talk to some guys to see about having a place to go when we run out down here. What scares me is there's a bigger plan and a bigger picture that we're not seeing, and they're purposely hiding it Some people say it's out there with the 2020 plan and this and that, or 2030 plan and all this other shit, the New World Order. But I can tell you that anybody who chooses to invade the United States put boots on the ground on our fucking country. If you think we're going to roll over and go, okay, you can have it, you're going to get a fucking rude awakening. You know, they turn off the electricity, they hack this, they hack that, you know. Yep, there's going to be a lot of people who die. Yep, there's going to be a lot of people who aren't going to be very happy. They turn off the internet like Angry Pepper was talking about. Yeah, we're going to have a bunch of fucking young people who are going to be fucking, have their fucking panties and titties and fucking dicks in a wad. They're going to have to learn how to live without the fucking phones and the internet. So, there was a time when we didn't have those. I went grocery shopping yesterday on a military base. There's almost no Gatorade. I don't know if that's because there's a lot of people sick and drinking it and trying to stay hydrated. I know I actually started feeling better. I can tell you one of the things you do need to do is stay hydrated if you catch COVID. I caught some other virus. They never told me what it was. I'm still recovering from it. I still get winded, and you know, right now, at least where I've been, there's plenty of soups in cans on the shelf. Buy that shit now. I mean, having something to eat will be better than nothing to eat. You know, I heard some crazy shit, and I'm not going to repeat it. October's looking like the month where things will kick off, whatever it is. So, if you're a prep priority, please have your house in order, and if you can't get it to where you want it to be in that time, get it as close as you can. Do not go out and fucking put yourself in debt, spend all your money and do all that shit, and just, you know, life goes on until it doesn't. So, prepping is about trying to be prepared for whatever comes your way. And you can't sacrifice the requirements of daily living for something that may never happen. And I'll be honest with you, I think it's going to happen, but I pray and hope that it won't. We've had 2 weeks of super hot weather here in San Antonio. We had 2 100-degree temperature days, the first of the year, which we can't complain about because normally we've had 20 or 30 or 50 or 60 or as many 90 days of 100-degree temps. So, don't know what else to say. I mean, you know, things are getting bad. Things are getting crazy, and you know, we have bad leadership. People who think they're our kings and queens and whatever the fuck. They keep pushing people, and they're going to pay a price. That's all I can say about that. Godspeed to all of you.